When meditation goes wrong, when the motive and the intent behind the act of meditation is something different than what you are actually supposed to attain the best of the meditation practices. Meditation is not mere calming yourself and sitting for some your posture or sitting for some sort of relief. I'll give you a small example that will actually let you know where man goes wrong. There was this person who was narrating me his experience. He had a very bad day in his workplace, and what he did, he just got back home. He wanted some sort of relief, and immediately what he did was started off meditating. Now here, what result and the rays will he attract in his lives? The vibrational match that he is presenting before the universe, that's exactly what he's going to get back, and he is going to attract the wrong sorts of energies. He is going to radiate negativity and generate negativity for himself, and in the days to come in his life he will meet the wrong kind of people because he has attracted them in his life without wanting, without even knowing, and without even realizing the fact that it is happening because of his own wrong meditation practice. Here the meditation practice was not wrong, meditation was not wrong. What went wrong was an angry mind sat for a meditative practice to get relief. Here you have to understand one thing. When a sadhak, a spiritual seeker, does a practice, any spiritual practice, if we say that okay, just be a complete Buddha or just be completely a monk and just don't think anything about the material world, disconnect with the material world, you should not have any greed associated with the material world and just sit for meditation, that will be faux, and that will not even be true, because that is a thought that is larger than life. If we are in this material world, even if consciously we completely think ourselves that okay, we are detached, and if we want nothing from the material world, then this cannot be true, especially in case of a sadhak who is not very well versed into the spiritual practice or doesn't have that number of years added to his experience. We have to live in this material world. How can it be that we don't want anything associated with the material world? We will have a greed, which is obvious. Yes, you can have a greed, but then this greed needs to be channelized in the right direction, and what we do is the sadhak's intention and motive is what we work upon. We have to draw a balance between the greed of the material world, the wishes attached with the material world, that is the attachment in itself, and combine it with that supreme consciousness, that energy which we are trying to trigger and get benefit out of it. Now, how does it work? What did that man do? He, with an angry mind, sat for meditation. Okay, he said, I was not angry when I was doing the meditation. He had a very bad day in his office. When he got back that very evening, now he is sitting for meditation. He told all his family members, he locked himself up in the room. He told his family members not to try to contact him or disturb him for the night. He was sitting, okay, his eyes was closed. He was inhaling, exhaling. Thoughts were constantly hitting him. Whatever happened, the flashes were completely like hitting him, coming before him, and he was just trying to erase it. It was coming, he was erasing. He was trying to, there was a fight going on. There was not a meditation going on because conscious mind was saying, I am doing meditation, I am cutting off from the material world so that nobody can cause any kind of harm to my mind. Nobody can cause me any kind of pain. But here the subconscious knows that this man, the subtle energy, the subconscious mind within you is very smart. He knows that this man right now, he is not interested in meditation. Think about it. Have you ever done any sort of meditation practice before? Or even if you have, how regular are you with your routine of meditation? How punctual are you? How loyal are you? How devoted and invested are you in meditation? Your subconscious knows it. Now that that man is sitting for meditation with an angry mind, consciously he is very calm because he is meditating. Why? To attract the good. But the subconscious within him knows that this man is not interested in the meditation. He is not interested in the energies, the Brahmandya Urja, the universal power, the cosmic energy. No, he is not interested in that. He exactly is interested in that relief which he will get out of meditation, and he just wants to cut off and get free of the bad memory, the bad day which he has had in the office. He wants the instant relief and instant escapism. He wants to escape thoughts and the things which are actually causing him pain and irritating him. So an irritating, angry mind is sitting for meditation, not for actually attaining the universal and the cosmic energies and the power, but in order to escape the bad things that has happened to him at the workplace, and the subconscious knows it, and it will pass those kind of signals out and radiate. It will attract more and more. How much he will try to block those thoughts, the same flashes, whatever happened in the office, will keep coming to him, will keep coming to him. Here meditation is not taking place. Here a battle is taking between, the battle is between what is the sadhak fighting with right now? The sadhak is fighting with his own subconscious. Subconscious is nothing but subconscious has that life pranic urja, that energy, that subtle consciousness, that subtle body, that subtle energy, which is your direct link with the universal power, with the universal energy. You cannot play with it, because if you play with it, it will end up giving you big time bad results, and this is how you start facing negativities in your life. Don't try to do hata. Hata is a Sanskrit term. Hata means zid in Hindi. It is that act of rebel. It is that act of when you're actually trying to be obstinate, when you're actually trying to be stubborn, and it's like you're throwing mangoes at your subconscious. I mean, you're trying to trigger it the wrong way. You are actually you're trying to rub him the wrong way. You are trying to somehow, dominate and get hold over him, and it's like a slippery ball. It's like a wind you're trying to hold and capture in your fist. It's something like that. It is so playful in nature. It is so subtle. It is so divine. It is so pure, and it is filled with emptiness and nothingness. You cannot get hold over it. It is that higher intelligence of yours that you're playing with. It is much more smarter than your conscious mind. If you try to be obstinate, if you try to fool him, then you're actually fooling yourself, because it exactly knows the intention behind every act you do. For instance, you go open up the fridge just after waking up from a small nap or sleep, and out of all the food, you go and get hold of some junk food. You exactly know, the subconscious exactly knows that it wants to feel some sort of happiness, and some sort of, after waking up, the mind is slightly irritated. So and the sugar level is also slightly low. You to feel active, to feel that aliveness within you, he will go and get hold of chips or anything, but not some very healthy food. Just after waking up from a nap, you experience that. And why does the subconscious make you do this? Because it was some sort of pleasure, and for that pleasure you picked up the junk food and not the healthy food. Whereas your body requires the healthy food, but you want to make instantly your mind happy, and for that instant pleasure you look for instant remedies. So these are the instant remedies. Right now that person is doing meditation for instant remedy, and you're trying to fool that supreme consciousness, and you will end up suffering big time and attracting the wrong things in your life by doing a wrong negative practice. So here meditation goes wrong when the intention and the motive behind it is wrong. Now, a second part of the motive is, firstly, the state of mind you sit for any spiritual practice. That will actually influence the outcome of the spiritual practice that you're performing. That is the state of mind. Your state of mind has to be very, very balanced when you are sitting for divine practice like meditation. It is that powerful. It's not merely just to get hold of yourself or just to calm yourself. So if the intention behind doing any act of meditation is pure greed or pure escapism or any instant pleasure, the greed of instant profit, then you're fooling that supreme consciousness, that cosmic energies, and this is going to actually yield negative results, negative outcomes, and instead of profit, you are going to attract loss in your lives. Instead of meeting the right kind of people, you will radiate such vibrations, because see, what you have to be a vibrational match. You have to present before the universe. What are you presenting? Consciously you're sitting for meditation. From inside, the vibrational match what you're presenting is, it's a complete mismatch, because that is that universal cosmic energy, and what you're radiating is anger, irritation, because that the flashes are coming in your mind. You're trying to block it, but it is again coming, because the subconscious knows that why exactly you are doing the practice of meditation. What is your niyat before it? What is your intention? What is your bhavana while you're practicing that act? What you're doing is you are finishing your possibility of doing meditation in the great way and reaping the great benefits which actually meditation is equipped with. Let's focus on the motive. Do not do meditation without any guidance. Try to do meditation under some guidance if you are not experienced, and if you are experienced, then be in touch with that guru who has guided you before, because then you can be in touch, and then he can keep monitoring and keep a watch on you, that whether you're doing right, whether you've gone wrong. And the same guru who has initially taught you meditation, what will happen is he has seen you grow like a child. Not literally, but in the terms of meditative practice, the spiritual practice, dhyana has so much, it is much beyond. Dhyana is divinity by itself. It is power packed. It can be the direct link between your subtle energy and that supreme consciousness. It's not something to play with, or not something. What is the motive behind something that can influence the complete outcome of it? The main intention behind doing meditation, even if you have some sort of material life greed, it's okay, it's normal, but it has to get into sync with you want to attain the will of the supreme consciousness, because it is his will. Once you achieve that, only then will you be able to benefit the material world and reap most of it and make abundance in your life, invite prosperity in your life. Do a right thing in the right way, or do not do it, that's not a problem, but doing a right thing in a wrong way, I mean ending up attracting the wrong things. Via what? Via such a equipped, power-packed spiritual practice that is meditation. This is very sad, and I suggest people, please do not do it.